Welcome to our kitchen, you lot. Today we're cooking up a storm. Listen up because I'm about to share my top 10 tips to transform your food from awful to absolutely brilliant. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a clueless home cook, these tips will elevate your dishes to Michelin star quality. Let's get this show on the road. Listen up because this is crucial. The first step to a mind-blowing dish? Top-notch ingredients. You can't expect to create a masterpiece with subpar materials. Don't even think about bringing that wilted, sad excuse for a vegetable into my kitchen. It's an insult to the art of cooking. We're talking fresh, seasonal, locally sourced produce. These are the building blocks of flavor and texture. Ditch those supermarket brand ingredients and head to your local farmer's market. The difference in quality is night and day. Find some ripe tomatoes bursting with flavor, the kind that make your taste buds dance with joy. Vibrant greens that haven't traveled halfway across the world, losing their vitality along the way. And herbs so fresh they practically jump into your basket. Their aroma should be intoxicating. And for God's sake, if you can find artisanal cheese or freshly made pasta, grab it. These ingredients add layers of complexity to your dish. Your taste buds will thank you. The satisfaction of eating a dish made with quality ingredients is unparalleled. Remember, your ingredients are the foundation of your dish. They set the stage for everything else. If you start with rubbish, you'll end up with rubbish, no matter how fancy your cooking techniques are. Quality in, quality out. Listen up, it's time to elevate your cooking game to a whole new level. Herbs and spices are the symphony of the culinary world. They are the unsung heroes that transform ordinary dishes into extraordinary experiences. They add depth, fragrance, and complexity that will make your taste buds sing. Imagine a dish without them, flat, lifeless, and utterly forgettable. Fresh herbs like basil, cilantro, and rosemary are your secret weapons. These vibrant greens not only add a burst of color but also an unparalleled freshness. Add them at the end of cooking to preserve their vibrant flavor. This way they retain their essential oils and aromatic qualities, making your dishes pop. And don't even get me started on spices. These tiny powerhouses pack a punch that can elevate any dish from mundane to magnificent. Toast whole spices like cumin, coriander, and fennel seeds to release their intoxicating aromas. The heat unlocks their essential oils, making them more potent and flavorful. Invest in some pre-mixed spice blends like za'atar, garam masala, or dukkha to add a touch of exotic flair to your dishes. These blends are crafted to bring a harmonious balance of flavors. Experiment, be bold, and for God's sake, taste as you go. The kitchen is your playground, and spices are your toys. Don't be afraid to mix and match. You want your dishes to be an explosion of flavor, not a bland, boring mess. So go ahead, wake up your palate and let your culinary creativity shine. Umami. It's the fifth taste, and it's the key to unlocking a world of flavor. Think rich, savory, and utterly irresistible. A splash of soy sauce, fish sauce, or miso paste can add instant umami depth to your dishes. And don't forget about natural umami bombs like Parmesan cheese, mushrooms, and sun-dried tomatoes. These ingredients are packed with glutamates, the magical compounds that create that mouth-watering umami sensation. Incorporate these ingredients into your cooking, and I guarantee your taste buds will be singing your praises. Listen. Mastering basic cooking techniques is crucial to elevate your food from amateur hour to restaurant quality. Learn to sear meat and fish to perfection, creating a crispy, caramelized crust that seals in the juices. Roasting vegetables brings out their natural sweetness and intensifies their flavors. Braising tougher cuts of meat in liquid creates melt-in-your-mouth tenderness. And for God's sake, pay attention to detail. Don't overcrowd your pan, control your heat, and don't be afraid to get a bit of color on your food. These simple techniques can make all the difference. Fat, it's not the enemy. In fact, fat is one of the most essential components in cooking. It carries flavor, adds texture, and can elevate a dish from good to extraordinary. But not all fats are created equal. Fat is flavor, and using the right fats can make or break your dish. High-quality oils like extra virgin olive oil, sesame oil, and ghee can transform your cooking. Ditch those generic vegetable oils and embrace the good stuff. Premium oils not only taste better but also offer health benefits and unique flavors that can enhance your culinary creations. Extra virgin olive oil adds a fruity, peppery kick. It's perfect for salads, drizzling over finished dishes, or even just dipping bread. Sesame oil brings a nutty aroma and is a staple in many Asian cuisines. It's great for stir-fries, marinades, and dressings. Ghee, or clarified butter, has a rich, toasted flavor that's perfect for Indian and Southeast Asian cuisine. It has a high smoke point, making it ideal for frying and sautéing. And don't forget about finishing oils. These are used to add a final touch of flavor to your dishes. A drizzle of truffle oil or chili oil can add a touch of luxury and complexity to your dishes. Truffle oil is earthy and aromatic, while chili oil brings heat and depth. Just remember, a little goes a long way. Use these oils sparingly to enhance, not overpower your dishes. So go ahead, don't fear the flavor and let these fats work their magic in your kitchen. Acid. It's not just for salad dressings. A splash of acidity is crucial for balancing out richness and bringing all the flavors together. A squeeze of lemon or lime juice can brighten up heavy dishes. Vinegar, with its sharp tang, can cut through fatty meats and add complexity. And don't be afraid to experiment with other acidic ingredients like balsamic glaze, pomegranate molasses, or yuzu juice. Remember, it's all about balance. You want your dishes to be harmonious, not one-dimensional. Garnishing. It's not just about making your food look pretty, although that's a bonus. A well-chosen garnish can add texture, flavor, and visual appeal to your dishes. Fresh herbs, toasted nuts, and microgreens add a pop of color and freshness. A sprinkle of flaky sea salt or a drizzle of good olive oil adds a touch of sophistication. Remember, your garnish should complement the dish, not overpower it. Keep it simple, elegant, and delicious. Listen up. Creating a truly exceptional dish is like composing a symphony. You need to layer flavors to create depth and complexity. Start by building a flavor base with caramelized onions, roasted garlic, or sautéed mushrooms. Deglaze your pan with wine or stock to capture all those delicious browned bits. Marinate your proteins or vegetables to infuse them with extra flavor. And don't be afraid to add a touch of sweetness, spice, or acidity to create a well-rounded flavor profile. Texture. It's the unsung hero of the culinary world. A dish with a variety of textures is far more interesting and satisfying than one that's all mushy or all crunchy. Add crunch with toasted nuts, crispy shallots, or breadcrumbs. Create creaminess with sauces, purees, or whipped toppings. Play with contrasts like serving a tender piece of fish on a bed of crunchy vegetables. Remember, it's all about creating a multi-sensory experience. Presentation. It's the final touch that elevates your food from ordinary to extraordinary. You can have the most delicious dish in the world, but if it looks like a dog's dinner, no one will want to eat it. Use colorful ingredients, arrange them thoughtfully on the plate, and don't be afraid to get creative. Invest in some beautiful dishware that complements your food. Remember, you eat with your eyes first. Make it visually appealing and your guests will be impressed before they even take a bite. There you have it, you lot. My top 10 tips to transform your cooking from amateur hour to culinary genius. Now get out of my kitchen and start cooking. And remember, if your food's not as good as mine, don't even bother coming back. Just kidding, sort of. Seriously though, cooking is all about passion, experimentation, and not being afraid to make mistakes. So get in the kitchen, have fun, and most importantly, make it delicious.